What's up, YouTube? Your boy Rob, aka CrdShk. Now I'm kind of sick, so try not to lose my voice. Hang on. Alright, so shout out to Double Jackpot. And in one of his recent videos, he posted a clip of Christopher Mitchell. And I think it's fitting because it's Christopher's own words and it shows exactly who he is. One of the things he says in his videos, the successful gambler, is no excuses. And in that video, he's making excuses. Because I want to tell you, the person that's in that video is the exact same gambler you got today that's asking for $5,000 to be your mentor. Now, in that said video, the gist of it is this. Christopher Mitchell had a loss limit of $2,000, and it's evident the way the story is described that that's his case. $2,000. He's literally gambling the rent money. He's a broke fuck, not a multi-millionaire like he claims, and he loses to $2,000. So what does he do? Well, any normal average person would have just ended the fucking gambling right there, but not Christopher. Well, what's the next thing you might do? Continue gambling. How are you gonna do that? Well, take your bank card, put it in the bank machine, and get some money. He doesn't do that. Why? Because he doesn't have a bank account with money in it. So what does he do? He takes his credit card to the cage and takes out $10,000. And by the way, they don't just fucking give it to you, the goodness of the heart. There's a fucking charge right away from the casino, and then your credit card company is charging you interest the minute, the second the transaction goes through. So now he's got the juice running on the 10 grand. Goes to martingales. Within 3 hours, the money's all gone. He lost the 2. He lost the $10,000 that he doesn't even have, that he got spotted from the credit card company. He's down 12 grand in 3 hours. In his videos, he tells you stuff like, you know, who makes $500 in 10 minutes or $1,000 a day or whatever at their job. I love how this guy puts down job. Job is just over broke, by the way. Because if working people with jobs, Christopher Mitchell have no money. That's how he gets his money. People have jobs that support him. And some people have difficulty believing that this clown made 200 grand in a year. And I'll show you how easy it is. When he first came out, he was offering a PDF for $500. Even if he had only 100 suckers take him up on the offer, that's a $50,000 revenue generator. The reason he can't generate any money from the PDF is because people that bought it realized this is garbage, and they exposed it. They published it online, and then people did videos about it. And so his system was out there now. The PDF was now useless. Excuse me, I'm sick. So, the PDF was useless, but he's still generating money from his private Facebook group, which at the time, the rate always varies, but approximately they were paying $500. Easily had 200 members in that. 500 times 200, that's 100 grand right there. So now he's got 100 grand plus 50 grand, that's 150 grand. He would offer his personal services, his expertise in gambling, come shadow the master, the GOAT, the fucking Baccarat king. People would come out, let's say 24 of them did. They paid him $2,500. That's $60,000 right there. That's already $210,000. The only reason he doesn't have the money is he's a compulsive gambler. He gamble the fucking money, use the martingale, and lose it. That's how it goes with that. And there's documentation, because that beats conversation, of people witnessing this. Sia witnessed him lose $10,000 in minutes. Rick Lee saw him lose $36,000 in Biloxi. And Christopher Mitchell, even on camera, told the $36,000 loss story and told the $12,000 loss story. And this is fucking degenerate gambling. This is not winning gambling. He wants $5 grand for him to mentor you. Are you kidding me? Mentor you what? He's got no expertise on the subject. He's a compulsive gambler. It's the best. It's like a drug addict telling you, I'll teach you how to keep sober. What the fuck? It's ridiculous. Now, as a professional gambler, you're going to make a lot of extrapolation on what you see, what you observe. For example, Carol's book tells everything matters. The way they stack their chips, the way they buy chips. Back in the day, you would actually buy your poker chips at the table. You would call over a chip runner. or the casino, the poker manager would call over the chip runner when you sit down, and you'd pay. And so there's a picture in here where the guy is pulling out his wallet and very conservatively pulling out the bills, and that's supposed to represent that he's a conservative player, whereas a Christopher Mitchell would flaunt that fucking money, open that fucking wallet wide, make sure everyone saw that stack of cash, understand? So when Christopher Mitchell was showing the 50 grand on camera, he really had it. But now he doesn't show money on camera because he doesn't have any money. The gig is starting to get up. It's hard to find the suckers because when his videos pop up, one of the people that expose them, one of their videos might pop up, and now it puts doubt in a potential customer's mind. And so I want to, it's not my intention to insult Christopher Mitchell or even expose him. All I want to do is, I got more of a problem really with YouTube than with Christopher Mitchell, because the thing is, YouTube doesn't remove his account. He's got numerous complaints about the account, and yet they don't remove it. And it's very clear he's using deceptive practices. He's making false claims, like winning 99% of the time, and he's outright lying, committing fraud, saying things like, for $250 you can be a lifetime member of my inner circle, and people sign up, and within 3 weeks he kicks them out without refunding the money. Now, I know there's a lot of rookie gamblers out there, and so I want to explain the odds thing again. I want to make everything clear. I can tell you that I'm a winning gambler 90% of the time, okay? And let's say the claim is true, and I use a martingale to do it. When you martingale, no matter where you win in the sequence, you're always up 1 unit. So if I'm winning 90% of the time, I won 9 times, I'm up 9 units. Now what happens on the 10th time? Well, Christopher Mitchell would stop after 6 martingales, so you're done. So you lose 1 unit, 2 unit, 4 unit, 8, 16, 32. 32 units was the last bet, meaning you're down 61 units. 61 units down, I won 9, I have a negative 54 units. I won 90% of the time. My claim is not false, but I'm down 54 units. Where he's totally wrong in what he's saying is, I know he's not winning 99% of the time, and I know these are not winning strategies, these are losing strategies. They're good for net losses. Those are facts. And so, a lot of people, he's got fanboys. I actually thought I'd get a lot more backlash for doing these videos, but so far I've only had 2 nutcases and 1 Christopher Mitchell fanboy. So, let's go back to some of his fucking strategies, because I want to make clear some of his philosophies are ridiculous. This law of attraction, if you do good, good will happen. It's not true. It's a pseudoscience. There is no scientific evidence. Google the net, use Yahoo, use whatever search engine you want. You find some documentation that when you do good, good things will happen to you. It'll be reciprocated. Show me where this is. And then show me, in gambling specifically, that if I do something positive, that it's going to help me win. Because I helped the maid. I gave the maid a $100 tip. So therefore I should win today. Show me where there's some evidence of this. So I'll give you a real life example where something really good happens, and at the same time, something really bad happens. And the fact that something good happened is not because the man did good, and the fact that something bad happened is not because the man did bad. So Scotty wins, 1998. He wins the World Series of Poker. It's one of my favorite World Series. Scotty's flamboyant, he's a drinker. I'm a drinker. I'm basically a hard drinking gambler, that's what I am. And so, 98, you had TJ Cloutier, who wrote the book, No Limit, and Pot Limit Hold'em. And Kevin McBride, the amateur, read that book, and he makes the final table. The final 3 are Scotty, Kevin McBride, and TJ. TJ busts in 3rd, Kevin McBride, the amateur, Scotty win. Go heads up. There's some memorable moments, like Kevin McBride moves it all in and goes to the bathroom. And Scotty Wynn gets all upset. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? because he can't get a read on a guy when he's in the bathroom. Legendary bathroom read, y'all. And then the final hand, Scotty was helped stake by Mike Matusow. And in the final hand, he told Kevin McBride, "You call, it's all over, baby." Kevin McBride calls, and it's all over. Scotty gets up and says, "We did it, man. We did it, man." Talking to Mike Matusow. So it's one of every poker player's dream, winning the main event, the World Series of Poker. It's a shining moment. But with it comes the tragedy. Scotty's brother back in Vietnam is so proud of his brother. He's driving everywhere telling everybody the great news that Scotty's the world champion of poker. And guess what? He dies in a fatal crash. And that's why to this day Scotty doesn't wear that World Series of Poker bracelet. So my goal is not to attack Christopher Mitchell. That's why I don't insult him. You don't hear me really giving any insults. It's more, I just want to critique his gambling strategies, his philosophies, because the truth is there's limited good information about gambling on YouTube. And so while they won't remove his account, my other problem with YouTube is they actually promote his account. They actually send it out there. So I think it's fair game for me to critique what he's saying. So he came up, with this roulette thing again, the dozen bet, that all the dozen bets are not equal because some of them are spaced out too much. Buddy, the roulette wheel is a precision instrument. Those slots where the ball lands, the pockets, they're precision fucking made. They're measured. Each one is the exact same size. You understand? The ball has an equal chance in landing in any of those pockets. It does not matter if one dozen is spaced out more than the next. The odds are exactly the same. What's the odds? 2.7%. It's always 2.7%. European roulette. Let's do the math. 37 numbers on the wheel. You got a dozen. 12 winners. Therefore, 25 losers. 25 losers, 25 units down. 12 winners times 2, 24 units up. 24 minus 25, you're down 1. 1 divided by 37, 2.7%. The same as any bet. So if you take, let's say, an inside number, 36 red. What's the chance? 1 in 37. So you lose 36 times. That's 36 units lost. It wins once. You get paid 35 to 1. 35 minus the 36. You're down 1 unit. 1 divided by 37, 2.7. All the bets are 2.7. You cannot change the odds using a betting system. Okay? And each dozen bet has the same exact chance. This guy is just telling you complete lies. In trends, they're independent results. The past does not equal the future. The past has no bearing on the future. If it comes up 6 times in a row on red, guess what? On the 7th spin, the chance of it hitting red, 18 out of 37. What's your disadvantage? 2.7%. Chance of it ending up black, 18 out of 37. What's your disadvantage? 2.7%. No, the trend, you must bet red. You're an idiot if you bet black. If you're an idiot for betting black, then you're an idiot for betting red. You're an idiot for betting. Because black and red had the same exact chance. There is no trend. There's no trend. It's just full of false information.